everyone, good morning, welcome back to the channel. I am here today with Hannah and we are going to rid this place of the bad energy and start afresh. You clicked on the last video, you know I'm separated. He moved out a few days ago, so now it's time to just wipe the house clean of him, cleanse it all, and start afresh. And I woke up so excited this morning to do it. I feel great, it's a great day. So we have some stuff here that we're gonna do, some magic stuff and some cleaning stuff. And I'm just gonna have Hannah sort of talk you through it because she is handling this whole exciting time.
Okay.
Okay, Hannah.
So I love to clean. It is a healthy outlet for my OCD, and it just really makes me feel productive and like really good about myself. So I'm very excited to clean Hillary's house with her today. So I had a lot of fun gathering all my supplies. I treated myself to a new dry wet mop, which I was extremely excited about.
We're such adults.
I know. And then I have my handy dandy Swiffer.
Love it.
I don't love how not sustainable Swiffer is, but I try and reuse my products, as you can see. And this baby, oof, girl, this is a 6 foot long.
Damn.
Look at that.
We're getting somewhere now.
We're getting the cobwebs out. My trusty Miele vacuum, which I
love it.
With all of her attachments, which is great. And then a couple of my favorite cleaning staples. So always Dr. Bronner's.
Of course.
I picked out lavender, nice clean
Love
smell.
it.
Vinegar, white vinegar. Literally, if you buy those cleaning products that are super harsh chemical and that smell in your house, you're like, ooh, it's so clean because it smells so clean. That's chemicals.
Yeah.
And artificial scent. It's not good for you, and it's maybe cleaning your house, but you're breathing it in. For me, my skin feels like hot and itchy if I use that stuff.
Same.
So I like to use a combination of a bit of good old-fashioned bleach, Lysol wipes, it's always good to have, but majority-wise, I like to use vinegar, Dr. Bronner's, and baking powder to do all my cleaning.
Love it. And I have some lemons too if we want to add that.
Perfect, yes, love that. So good old-fashioned spray bottle. This is literally water and vinegar. I use it on everything. We'll use it to mop the floors, the surfaces, the whole thing. Just all the good stuff. I mean, sometimes you do need to go in with the Clorox.
Yeah.
It's necessary, but use sparingly. So basically our plan is we're going to purify the space. We are going to organize things, sweep, mop, dust, clean. Then once the space is really cleansed and purified, we're going to spread out all of our magic ingredients for some spell work and some intuition work. And then we're just going to really sort of start a new page in the chapter of this space and revitalize the energy. So it's going to be really good.
Yay! I could not be more excited about today. It's going to be so great. I've been needing this and I woke up just ready for it today, so it's going to be a great day. Yay! Let's get started! So I think we're pretty much done. I think we are done. This room looks sparkling and fantastic. This carpet all clean. That steam is already there. This room looks so sparkly and clean. And the kitchen is as good as it's gonna get because I refuse to clean the kitchen since I cook in it every day. And now Hannah is prepping some herbs.
So because it's the middle of winter, none of my herb gardens are alive, so that's sad. So I had to buy it, but that's okay. Sometimes you have to do what you have to do. So it's rosemary, it's sage, it is thyme.
Ooh.
It is pepper and mint, Palo Santo.
Oh, lovely.
Which is, you know, up for debate on how ethical it is. But this bundle was gifted to me, so
Okay.
it is what it is.
I guess I didn't realize about the ethics.
Some people feel it's appropriation because Palo Santo isn't something that white people would use in any ceremonies. I would argue that burning of herbs is prevalent across all cultures.
Yeah.
If it's just specifically the Palo Santo, I get it, and it also is an endangered plant, and so I understand people saying like we, you know, just for anthropology to sell like Palo Santo smudging wands, like it's really lame. So I agree, but you know, things are complicated.
Things are always complicated.
Things are tricky.
All right, I'm gonna bring a chair so I can sit because I need to sit.
Yeah. And then,
Killing me.
right. So to observe and bless our herb work and our intentions is Brittany, patron saint of fresh starts, of being misunderstood, and of declaring her space and freedom in a really healthy and positive way, I think. So we are blessing our work tonight with the spirit of Brittany and all other women like Brittany, and there are so many of them, who have had to work really hard to stake their independence and their claim for space.
So true. I think I'm gonna go see if I have a back brace. It's like that bad.
You should also like lay on the floor for a little bit. This is part of it.
The healing process. My back.
This is part of it though.
It's all part of the cleansing.
It's all part of the cleansing.
I carry all my stress in my hips and my low back.
Yeah.
So now the stress is leaving my body. I can feel it. But first it's gonna tense up.
The hips and the low back are a super common place to carry a whole lot of stress. So we have a new energy spell. We're going to light a candle. We take it room to room and we say, I acknowledge all the energy from the past and I release it. After we say it, we blow out the candle, and we do that in each room until it's finished. And then we light a stick of incense and walk through each room or smudge and say, I welcome new energy. So that's one.
Love it.
Another is an unbinding spell. So I have this little dish prepped over here. It's 2 candles with a string tied between them. So we light the candles. We allow the flame to go down and eventually get the strings, and the flame will consume the strings and sever the bind. And then the wax will melt into a mixture of thyme, carnations, and salt. Okay. So things that are protective, renewal, and fortifying. So that's our unbinding spell. Then we have a closer spell where we're going to write things on slips of paper that aren't yours to carry. So feelings that he made you have about yourself, things that he said were your fault, things that aren't yours. And then we're going to take them and we're going to have a candle lit. We're going to take each slip of paper and light it on fire and put it into this nice fire safe mortal. Once all of the pieces of paper have turned to ash, we'll mix them up and we'll send them out into the wind. Then we're going to do a morning spell, which is just to write a simple, as long as short as you want. It could be bullet points, it could be words, it could be literally anything. That is a kind of an essence of saying goodbye. So saying goodbye to patterns, to things that you won't miss, to to things that existed, to ideas that you had involving that person. So you will write those in a big piece of paper, and then we burn that paper, we add it to our ashes pile. And then lastly, we have an evaporation spell. So we're going to place all of these ingredients, so it's rosemary, sage, thyme, carnations and salt, lavender and eucalyptus, and we're going to place it into this pot. And then you stir it and you let it evaporate. It evaporates all this good new energy into it. Because everything over here is either purification, protection, new energy, or guidance. So that's that. And that's it.
Wow. These are going to be great.
Yeah.
Okay. I acknowledge the energy present and I release it. I acknowledge the energy present and I release it. I acknowledge the energy present and I release it.
The energy was heavy in that room.
I felt it too. Did you feel it in that corner?
Yeah.
That's where I felt it.
Like, it was wicked heavy.
Because that's where we would argue.
Oh, really?
In that corner.
Dude, it was like I literally felt weight on my shoulders in that room.
I was trying to feel the energy before I
Yeah.
it or acknowledged it. And that one was like all in that corner.
In there and in the kitchen was heavy, heavy.
I acknowledge the energy present and I release it. That was a tough one.
Yeah, I felt that.
For me. That that little ritual hit a lot harder than I thought it was going to right up front. There was like so much energy that we were both feeling while that was happening. I really tried to like stop in each room and feel the energy before I acknowledged it or dismissed it. And like in these rooms, this room was okay. This one was like a little bit heavy, but that living room was like so heavy. And we both kind of felt the energy in like the same spot and then sort of like pushed down on us. And
super, super heavy energy, and literally the feeling of like someone pressing on your shoulders. So it was like very, very concentrated and intense.
yeah, which we did a lot of arguing in that room, so it makes sense to me. And it makes sense too why I'm always so tired when I'm in that room. That room, I'm always so exhausted. And then upstairs in the bedroom, we both kind of felt the energy was heavy, but it was lifting. It was like physically lifting, which was nice. So that I'm just really surprised how hard that hit me so quickly. I kind of thought these two I wouldn't feel as much for some reason. I don't know why, but it's weird.
They seem more symbolic or metaphorical.
Yeah.
But because you're putting your intention into them, there's a very real physical feeling
So true.
that comes with them.
So true.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna set up for our
Unbinding spell.
Unbinding spell.
So now you're going to walk around the house and just sort of stand and breathe and kind of hold this and say that you welcome new energy.
I'm welcoming new positive energy, all for good, no evil. Welcoming new experiences. Casting out any negativity. I'm welcoming only positivity. Success. Coming in new energy, positivity, love.
First, we'll cleanse the energy a little more in the room, the space, and also call forth energy and maybe like spirits, just sort of something that like along those lines that can help guide you and support you. So I'm just going to call them with this bowl and just going to listen to the noise it makes. Just sort of close our eyes and listen while it sings and just sort of see how we feel. And think of it almost as, think of it as cleansing the like literal sound waves around you. So especially if there was a lot of like fighting in the room or yelling, that kind of thing, it can be nice to like purge the sound like energy in the room, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
In the bowl, there's salt for freshness, there's carnations for protection, there's time to represent past, present, and future, and then the two candles with the string between them. And you can think of the string as sort of any sort of bond that you want to think of it as, whether it's the actual sort of word marriage, or if you want to think about it as kind of putting closure around certain feelings, kind of whatever feels natural and organic to you when you look at it and when you sort of think about it. Once you sort of feel, you know, that connection with whatever it means for you, you'll light both of the candles and we'll just watch as the flames kind of burn and the wax and the string will catch and melt, and we'll wait for it to kind of dissolve into the mixture.
Okay.
Look at them, think about them, and then you can just, like I said, single words, pictures, things that you are looking to let go of, to unbind, to sever.
Should I say out loud what it is or not?
Whichever you want. It's funny how that one on the left was always just moving so much faster than the one on the right.
Right. Is it supposed to represent like one or the other person? Like, or just either?
So to me, it really depends on your interpretation. For me, what I interpreted that as is that you were the flame that was moving quicker and dissolving its bond faster. Meaning you were able to let go quicker, or find like grounding and closure quicker,
Yeah.
or feeling around it. And so my interpretation of that is that actually that a little bit is like the universe. That was a little act of communication or even divination between the universe and you, kind of reassuring you and showing like, hey, I see you, and like I see like that this was the trajectory of the events.
Yeah. And a reflection back on what actually happened.
Exactly.
It did move on a lot quicker.
And just to show you, like, hey, we understand, we've seen you and we're here with you. And we have been, you know, whatever you want to believe in, whether it's energy, spirits, God, you know, fill in the blank, that it's been present and understanding this whole time. House feels a lot different to me.
A lot later. Or as if it's like thinner.
I was about to say that, or like I was trying to articulate what it would be like to iron a piece of silk.
Yeah, just
Super
very
smooth, yeah.
and gentle.
Light.
I almost feel like it's going to be tied in around my back feeling better too, which I know I took medicine for, but it's almost like I can physically walk easier through the house.
Yeah.
Which will put less stress on my body.
Yeah.
I feel like it's almost like all this energy was trapped, and then it was difficult for me to walk through the house. That's why I was feeling pain all the time.
And also, my low back was actually hurting pretty badly, and it does not hurt anymore.
You're kidding me.
I'm kind of like, actually like, I'm like, wow, that's really fucking cool.
Yeah, because don't hurt right now.
My low back, my SI joint stuff was acting up, and that always happens when I vacuum or mop, and I like know that, and it's, you know, part of my process, whatever. And right after we did the sound bowl and then watched the flames, I literally was like that feeling of, it's so much like, you know, less painful. So
seriously,
really cool.
I understand I took medicine, but I can't help but think it's all connected as well.
Yeah, I know, me too. And so depending on, you know, how you interpret it, the length of time it takes for everything, besides like the herbs and stuff catching, the length of time it takes for the candle wick itself to fully burn itself out speaks to how much energy and how much, like, for lack of a better word, baggage there was to dissolve.
Because it's like the bond was broken very quickly.
Yeah.
But it's still like so much to sort of sort through.
Yes.
As we're seeing, you know, like there's still a lot underneath that, even though it's like the physical bond.
God. One went out.
That was like his baggage. It's out. have a little bit more to deal with because I was more abused. Because I was actually abused.
That was cool, dude.
Mine and Andrew. Mine burned faster, burned longer.
Yes, yeah.
Just so interesting.
Burned way faster.
Way faster.
Through its strings, but took way longer to extinguish. Whereas his took forever to catch its string and burn, but then once it did, it burned out quickly. That is so cool. Oh, that was so neat. I'll make a picture
That was
of it.
really amazing.
So we'll save this and we'll throw it into the bonfire
Okay.
tomorrow.
Amazing.
Yeah. Ooh, that was really neat.
This has been really powerful.
Yeah. I feel like too.
So powerful. Like, wow. Also, who knows what other energy was trapped in this house that had
Right?
been out. I mean, this house was built in the 50s, you know?
Yeah, that's a really good point actually. It might not have just been purely your energy at all.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so cool.
Wow. Thank you for doing all of this.
Oh, you're welcome.
So amazing. I feel so grateful and
Well, you're
thankful that I know you and that you want to do this for me.
It was my pleasure, and it's also like, it's something that, you know, I'm a solitary Wiccan practitioner, so it's nice for me to be able to share it sometimes, since I don't, you know, the only child that I am, I don't work with a coven.
Once I went upstairs and was going to bed, I felt like I felt a presence here. And Andrew said he's experienced things here too.
Now we'll offer some smoke and sage to the runes as an offering to them. Every time they talk, I can't believe they're talking. It's just cool every single time.
So amazing. And then when you get things like that hit spot on, it's just like,